mystery package from GameStop. I checked GameStop and I didn't have any orders pending, but this showed up today anyway, so we're going to find out what it is right now.
Yo, this is MegaManFan, and you need to rock and or roll on over to Mr. MegaManFan's YouTube channel, because it's all that rush to make it happen. Peace!
There's a huge gouge in the box, so whatever is in there, I hope it survived. Let's get a closer look. Got some stuff from Funko, apparently. Maybe Peter H. the Hardcore Canadian ordered this. Because he likes to get stuff that's not available in Canada. Pop WWE Royal Rumble 92 Ric Flair. This has to be Peter. This has to be something he wanted. Let's see here. Yeah, Ric Flair. And another Ric Flair. 2 Nature Boy Ric Flair Funko Pops. But that's not the only package today on the Retro Honey Adventures. Thanks to MegaManFan for that intro, by the way. We've also got this package in a recycled Amazon Prime box, but it is not from Amazon Prime. This is an eBay purchase which I made because of a very sad accident where a Spongebob Game Boy Advance SP that I had broke a hinge, and despite my best efforts, I couldn't get it repaired, and I didn't want to put it in a replacement shell, so I did the only sensible thing I could think of to do. I made a seller a best offer, and to my surprise, they actually accepted. So what we've got here is a SpongeBob Advance Game Boy Advance SP and 3 games and a charger, all for $90. Now there's still tax and shipping on top of that, but honestly, that's a hell of a deal. The loose SpongeBob Game Boy Advance can go for $100 all by itself, so if everything in here is tested and working, then I got a pretty sweet deal. Or at least, so I think. Let's start with the charger. Looks to be in good condition. It's an official Game Boy Advance SP charger. Nothing frayed on the cord, not chewed through. The SpongeBob is not a perfect one, but neither is the one that had a broken hinge, so I am not overly bothered by that because at least it's fully intact. Nothing is broken off. It was the right hinge that snapped. It was dumb too. I just knocked it off a coffee table with a swing of my hand, not looking where my hand was and where the Game Boy Advance was, and it hit the floor. It fell flat, but for some reason that was enough pressure to snap that right hinge off, which from what I've seen online is a fairly common thing to happen to Game Boy Advance SPs. It seems like that right hinge is notorious for cracking or breaking loose, even with the best of care. Now, Elliot from the Retro Future says that Jelly Belly Customs makes Game Boy Advance SP cases, so I'm going to be getting one of those as soon as possible. This time I'm going to protect my investment and not let anything bad happen to it, because even if it hits the floor, if it's in a protective case, it's got a better chance of surviving the fall than it will naked as a jaybird. But none of this matters unless what I got is working, so the first thing I need to do is plug in this Game Boy Advance SP charger and make sure that it functions the way it's supposed to. The easiest way to do that would be to get it into the power outlet, to plug it into the back of the Game Boy Advance SP, and to see if the orange light comes on. If it lights up, then we know it's a working cable and a working plug, and presumably also a working Game Boy Advance SP. Yes indeed, the orange light has come on. That is a good sign. So let's try a game. Let's go ahead with Kirby here. Make sure it turns on. Make sure it fires up correctly. That also proves it's a working game and not just a working Game Boy Advance SP, so 2 for the price of 1 on that. Kirby's Nightmare in Dreamland is a classic Game Boy Advance title. It's one I already have, but I was getting 3 games for free with basically the Game Boy and the charge cord, so it didn't really matter to me that the 3 games were duplicates because they were just extras on top of what I really wanted. Might just put those in a retro swap box if we ever get that going again. And the backlight works, as it's supposed to, as you can see here, which is why the Spongebob GBA is so desirable, because it has that backlit screen that's so much brighter than the standard Game Boy Advance model. It's probably not as bright as an IPS screen, but it's definitely brighter than the 001. Always look for model 101 when you're looking for Game Boy Advance SPs at thrifts, pawns, or retros. Chances are if it's a video game store, they know what they've got and they're going to price it accordingly, but if you're just at a random sale and you just come across one, you never know. You might get it for a deal. If you come across one at a garage sale and they only want $10 for it, take it. These are great. These backlit screen Game Boy Advance SPs are phenomenal. This Yoshi's Island, I'm probably used to playing it on Super Nintendo, or I'm used to playing it on the Nintendo Switch Online collection because the music sounds a little different from the Game Boy Advance SP version to what I'm used to. I don't think that's a function of the game, though. I think that's a function of my memory of what the music is supposed to sound like, so I will compare it to my other Game Boy Advance, but I'm pretty sure that they just couldn't 100 the music on this portable handheld version, but it's pretty close. It's not perfect, but it's close enough. And we've got one more game to go here that came with it, so let's go to Spongebob Squarepants, which is probably the reason that the previous owner had this version, was the fact that they also had the SpongeBob game. Could even be from childhood they just had both and kept it all the way to the present day. It certainly looks like it's been used quite a bit. It's not cosmetically perfect, but if you wanted cosmetically perfect, you'd just buy a replacement aftermarket shell and put it on the Game Boy Advance SP yourself, which is not what I'm going for. I'm going for authentic, so looking a little used is fine as long as the backlit screen still works the way it's supposed to, which I'm testing again here, and I'm satisfied, so everything is in working order the way I would expect it to be. I would call that a success. And here now for your viewing pleasure is a little bonus footage to end the episode. It's me beating Metroid Fusion on a SpongeBob Game Boy Advance SP because it's one of my all-time favorite Game Boy Advance games, and I just happen to have it on my EverDrive GBA X5, so I played it through again and recorded the final sequence once I beat the last form of SAX, after which it's revealed to you that the aliens you saved in the Super Nintendo game Super Metroid are the ones who were piloting your ship while you were away. They took it out of the docking bay so that the SAX couldn't destroy it in a fit of rage, and then they fly it back and save you. You saved them, they saved you. Everything comes full circle, and all is well in the universe. Unless, of course, you're Matt Pat and your channel is called Game Theory, in which case he believes that the aliens should never have been saved in the first place. I won't spoil why, you'll have to go watch his channel and find that out for yourself, but it's definitely a twist on the story as we know it for the Metroid series. But this is still one of my favorite games in that entire series. I don't know if I would rank it higher than the Super Nintendo Super Metroid, but it's either second or third behind that. I'm Mr. MegaManFan. Thanks as always for watching. Like, comment, subscribe, share. You know all the things to do. I'll see you again for another episode in a week's time. But bye for now.